Hi everyone. Today we will discuss the law of cosines. We will start our story with a triangle whose three vertices is capital A, B, and C, and whose opposite side is also A, B, and C with a small letter. Now, let me highlight the first law of cosine. Here, a squared, if you start a squared, the other side is b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a. Everything is here, right? b squared, c squared minus 2bc cosine a. Good. Better for memorizing. And b squared, let me highlight one more time. If you start b squared, then all other things must be here. c squared plus a squared minus 2ca cosine b. Okay? And if you start this one, c squared, then the other side are all of this a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c. Okay? This is a law of cosine. Okay, first, I want to discuss with you why we have that equation. In the same triangle, I add one vertical lines here. That is a h. And note that the length of AC or B is divided into two parts, right? If this is x, then this will be b minus x. Okay. In this triangle, we have two right triangles. So on your left side, if I use the Pythagorean theorem, c squared here, this one, equals h squared plus b minus x squared. Is it correct? And the right side, the right triangle, this one, we can use this one. A squared equals h squared plus x squared. First, the right side of the first equation, h squared plus, instead of b minus x squared, we can expand this one. Then you have a b squared minus 2bx plus x squared. Is it correct? Now, think of these two equations. C squared is this one, and a squared is this one. Okay? If you subtract these two equations, left side, c squared minus a squared, right? And right side, we have some cancellation. h squared will be cancelled out. X squared will be cancelled out. So you have only this one, right? b minus 2bx left. Good. Okay, if you add a squared to both sides, you have c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2bx. Is correct? Okay, I will sketch one more triangle, the right side triangle only, and this is A, this is X, this is angle C, right? So what is the cosine C? Cosine is adjacent of hypotenuse, so X over A. If you multiply by A, you have A times cosine C equals X, right? You can use this one to plug in this position. Okay, this X. Now instead of this X, you can use A cosine C. So here A cosine C, right? Yeah, this is our equation for lobe cosine. If you want to memorize this one, you may think very familiar equation, right? C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Okay, this is Pythagorean theorem in right triangle. After that, you have an extra one over this one, minus 2 AB. Please note that this 2 side is used here. Okay, and cosine C. The Pythagorean theorem can be used only in right triangle, but this lobe cosine can be used in any type of a triangle. Okay, so much more important. Okay, we will use lobe cosine to solve the triangle ABC. First, you may try to solve this triangle using lobe sine. Yes, this is quite natural things. Now, let me write the lobe sine first. Here, sine A over 5.6 equals sine B, so sine 80 degree over B equals sine C over 7.9. Okay? Yeah, here, please note that in each expression you have a variable. Here, we don't know the value of A. Here, we don't know the value of small b, the side length. Here, we don't know the value of C, the angle. So please note that we cannot use lobe sine here. Okay? Then next choice is lobe cosine. I will start our story with this one. Then I must use these things, right? Remember that? So B squared equals 7.9 squared plus 5.6 squared minus twice 7.9 5.6 and cosine, in this case P over 80 degree. Good. Yeah, our mission is to find the value of B, and right side we can find this one, right? No variable in here. So you can use your calculator to find this one. If my calculator is correct, this is one sec. If my calculation is correct, this will be 78.405 ... Okay. Still, please use your calculator to find the B. This will be not exactly equal, about 8.8547 ... Now I will use 8.9. Okay. Now I have one value. This one is 8.9. Good. Now, what is our next mission? To find one angle. I will use the different color. So if I want to find the angle A, yes, opposite was here, and we can use these two things, right? So A and B, which means we can use this one, because we have the to find the angle A. It's good. So let me copy the first two expressions in lobe sine. Then sine A right, over A equals sine B over side length B. Although we have a 8.9 in the process of calculation, please use more precise value. Okay, that's better. Then after you cross multiply, you can find the sine A if my calculation is correct. This is 0.6228. Now A equals arcsine of this value, which means 38.5 degree in degree mode. Okay. Now finding the other angle C is a simple math, right? From 180 you can subtract angle A and angle B, then angle C will be 61.5 degree. Okay, good. Now next question. Solve the triangle ABC. Wow, very interestingly, we are given 3 sides, but there's no information about angle, right? So I will try to find the angle A. To do so, remember that we must start with this one and use the information of these 3 things. So let me copy one more time. 7 squared equals 9 squared plus 11 squared minus twice 9, 11, and cosine A, right? So our variable is A, so let me isolate cosine A first. Then cosine A will be 9 squared plus 11 squared minus 7 squared over twice 9, 11. Okay. If my calculation is correct, this is 17 over 22 or 0.7727 dot dot dot. Okay. Now using inverse function, we can find the value of A is arc cosine of this value. Fraction is better. Okay. You can use your calculator. Then this will be 39.4 degree. Okay. With a very similar method, you can find B. Very similar one. Then cosine B will be 1 over 14 or 0.04714 dot dot dot. From this we can find the value of B, which is 85.9 degree. If you have an angle A and angle B, by simple math we can find the angle C, right? It's good. Okay, let me summarize briefly. In any type of triangle, let this is A, this is B, this is C, and opposite of each angle, I will use the small letter here. Then a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a. For your memory, you can use this concept, a squared. Please use this three information. Okay, b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a. And with the same method, we can make a 2 more log cosine. Okay? Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.